4 kilometres to go. Peter Sagan, is he going to go for an early one? Peter Sagan then being guided into positions. He caught everybody out. Look at them meerkatting behind, wondering what on earth the master plan is. Peter Sagan bossing the day is he. He's got lots of strength, he's got the verve, and he's having a go, Sean.
Yes, and we can see there it's not totally tailwind. There's a little bit of wind coming from the left-hand side because the riders, they're keeping over to the right-hand side of the road. You can see the edge on. The riders are staying to the right, and the riders are across the road, and we can see that it is splitting the peloton, and it looks like Sagan and Chris Froome are a little bit out of the front here, but a lot of riders. We can see BMC there with a number of riders. In the final number of kilometres, they will definitely close this one down.
Lots of time to retrieve, but not potentially for these guys, I'm afraid. It was hard work to get back in, and now they're back off behind. Not backing off at all is Peter Sagan. 11.4 kilometres to go, and look at Chris Froome. We said before, on a fast day, Chris Froome is often very well placed. He's alive to the threat of Sagan, and this is good marking out by Chris Froome here.
Yes, well, it's proving that he is, feeling good, because to follow Sagan, he doesn't really have to do that. He could just sit back in the peloton, watch the other favourites, but the safest place to be, of course, is out in front and follow the strong men. We can see his Tinkoff, his Michael Valgren is pushing on here with Sagan the wheel. We can see Geraint Thomas also from Sky, who is following in the wheel of Chris Froome for the moment.
What drama up front as we dwell on this. I think we're trying to pick out Romain Bardet, to be honest, the camera around here, and our director's call, but what we want to see is what sort of gap we've got up front, and here it is. As is Christophe, all kinds of alarm bells went off for him as well. He knows the threat that Sagan offers up. It may well be that if he can bridge over, then he may well have an ally, but how welcome will that be for Sagan? He keeps shouting, are you happy to work for this? Big nod from Chris Froome as well. Froome is happy to work, and look, Quintana's finds himself isolated. This is a gap, Sean, that's been found here out of absolutely nothing for Chris Froome. He's off the front, and he means this.
Yes, well, he sees, and he's been made aware that there's a lot of problems down further in the peloton, and the big one is that we can see, the Movistar rider Quintana is quite a bit back in the peloton, but again, we've still 10 kilometres to go, but we have some powerful men out here in front, and they are prepared to ride.
Massage Bodnar is riding for Sagan. Chris Froome is riding for himself, and riding wing, of course, is Geraint Thomas. What a fantastic, awesome foursome we've got right now with 9.7 to go. We look further back and we see who's capable of getting onto them. Well, Sagan asks the question, you happy to work? Froome says, absolutely, let's get on with it.
Yes, we can see there that they're sharing the work. Chris Froome, he's following here in the slipstream of Bodnar, but again, Sagan impressive there when he takes the pull on the front. The other riders having difficulty just when he does pull over to take their relay on the front.
You can almost hear the short-circuiting going on in the minds of these guys. That's Quintana is absolutely isolated. Where are his teammates is the question. Well, as soon as the echelons opened up after they made that turn into the exposed area, the push was made. Sagan instigated it, and Chris Froome is along for the ride. The sprinters team's now starting to wonder what on earth's going on. Andrej Greipel takes a toot from a bottle, looks very relaxed, as if to say, well, I'm not going to do the chasing. Let's see if Ethics Quickstep want to pick it up. Nobody has done just yet, Sean.
Well, we can see there on the front of the peloton, there's a number of riders from Lotto Soudal, Ethics Quickstep, but they're all scattered around. They're not together, so it's proving to get organised is difficult, but still 8.5 to go. But out front, they are really riding well together, and if they take that 15-20 second advantage, you will need a good team or teams to pull them back.
Wow, what a dramatic finish to today in the offing. 8.2 kilometres to go, and that's a sizable gap, Sean. It says 20 seconds. I'm wondering whether it is. We'll do a tag marker for you in just a few moments' time. That is a remarkable effort, though, and yet again by Sagan after the kind of day he had yesterday.
Yes, well, it's an amazing, again, Sagan so powerful up front there, and the interesting one is two from each team, two from Team Sky, two from Tinkoff, and they are going to ride. And Geraint Thomas, of course, he's going to push on as well, because it's in their interest. They know that the other general classification men and Quintana are a bit further down.
Mark Cavendish is, I'm afraid, not in a good place at the moment. Just trying to see what his issue is. A puncture for Cav, not great with 7.5 to go. I don't think it's going to be possible for him to retrieve that situation. It's been done before, but it's a very tall order, especially with the sort of pace we've got at the moment. He's wrestling the bike, as you can see. Wants some help and assistance. There we are. 17 seconds is the gap back to the peloton with 7.2 to go. Is it sustainable? Well, if anyone can do it, Sagan can do it, Sean.
Well, it's going to be a question now who's going to do the chasing. We can see here I Am Cycling, Direct Energy. We can see Lotto in a Jumbo also, their sprinter, and if we have a number of riders from all of those teams just to start doing the chase, putting the chase together, then with just under 7 kilometers to go, 18 seconds, it's going to be a big ask for the 4 out front to hold on.
Big left-hander, nice little sequence this through a couple of roundabouts. They won't be enjoying it though. 19 seconds it's pulled out, and Chris Froome's taking a big old turn out here. Just did a superb job guiding Sagan. Froome will just love the gap that's being thrown up behind, and don't forget bonus seconds potentially up for grabs as well, Sean.
Yes, it's going to be, you know, a really difficult one for the other general classification men with Froome out front. It's going to be a very concerning time, but Movistar, surprising, they're not getting organised a bit because they have to be a number of the riders here. It's the sprinters teams who are controlling at the moment, so it just tells this day has mapped a lot of riders, and I think a lot of tired riders coming in here, and not the teams that need to get organised not able to make their way to the front.
Wow. 5.8 kilometers to go, and the gap is extending, if anything. 25 seconds to Adam Yates, don't forget. Dan Martin at 27 and Nairo Quintana 24 as well. Wow. Chris Froome, has he done a masterstroke again? We talked about the high mountains, Sean, where he thrives, and he goes and wins one on a descent, so this is a very sad